Hello, my Teaserking family. How is everybody? I am fine. Half day work, off tomorrow, well, on the weekend, off Monday. So let's look at gold and silver in the pretend market. So silver 23.24 and gold 19.43. Just a joke. So I went to my coin store. He still had the Panda and Canadian, but he did not have any more Americans. And he says they ordered, one guy came in to buy 50 ounces. So they normally add some to the order. So they'll probably get 60 or 70 ounces in. Anyway, so I'm busy. This is a new one. This is a 5-ounce 999 silver, $27. And then I got 5 of my buffaloes. Pretty good shape. And I am noticing these are dated. This is 2011. The ones I got last week were 2023. Then, of course, you can see 1 ounce, 999 fine silver. Hey, these are all 2011s. That's weird. Yeah, 1 ounce, 999s. So I got 10 ounces. And thankfully, I could have got 2 of these. I could have got 20. He had 3 or 4 of these. And then he only had 7 of these, my buffaloes. He had Liberties at $39 an ounce, which don't make any sense. As silver's dropped to 23, you're like, what the fuck? Why would you raise the price of your Liberties? But as we all know, this price is total bullshit. But I only use it as a guide that if you're going to give it to me that low, I'll buy it. I mean, at 23, so I paid 27. I paid 4 1/4 over 23.20, 27.45 is what I paid. So it cost me like 270 for 10 ounces. So I'm I got what I could. I prefer these because of that, but I don't care as long as I can take my 10 and buy an ounce of gold. So now I have 2 10 ounces of these and now 2 5 ounces of these. I don't know how many bars I want, but I don't mind it. I'd rather have gold bars, but that's not going to happen. Those would be way too expensive. So then I got 5. So I'll put it in the white container. So I'm getting this is all I can buy. I really don't know what I feel about these. It is 5 ounces. It's kind of a stupid back. Just the buffalo. And it says 999 fine silver, 5 troy ounces. So I believe it's 5. It definitely is heavy. You can kind of see it like that. So, does it need to be a coin or a bar? It doesn't matter because we're buying silver. That's all we care about is the 5 ounces of fine silver. So he had really 2 ounces of gold, 1 a Panda, 1 at some Vancouver Olympics 2009. And that was it. So he had no gold. He had some platinum I don't get into. And then the silver, he had 7 buffaloes. He did have a whole 20 of the Liberties at 38, which at this price, why I can pay 27. It's $11. Because it's not worth it. Because when it hits $1,000, it's going to be, the round will be 1,000 and the eagle will be 1,000 supposedly. Maybe $1 or $2 different, but I don't care about that. That's not what we're worried about. So anyway, so I ran there at about noon, stopped at the grocery store. It's a beautiful sunny day out. massive construction going on a mile away, but I think they're doing it. I think they're doing it now to get it done for the weekend. Because it's been really difficult driving around here with the construction. It's like a 2-lane and a left turn, and one of the lanes have been closed, massive backups, everybody taking the other street, so that's been backed up. So hopefully it looks like they're cleaning it up now, and then it should be ready for the weekend, I think. So anyway, the gold store is closed tomorrow, the coin store. So they're getting a 3-day weekend. I'm getting a 3.5-day weekend. And that's about it. So the NBA, again, I didn't bet anything on it, but I did make the comment. I like Miami. So my logic is basically, Boston had a chance in game 2 and in game 3. So this is really a fucked up series. Miami wins game 1 in Boston. Boston should have won game 2. They lose it. They should have definitely won game 3 if they're going to do this shit. So this has got me this is very unlike anything. This is incredibly inconsistent. If Boston's this good, why did they lose game 2? So you're telling me they don't wake up till they're down 3-0 and facing elimination? Now they wake up, they win game 4. Okay, and then they blow out in game 5. Just makes, where was this in game 2? So this is what makes it difficult when you're getting inconsistency. All right, let's look. Okay, game Saturday at 8:30 at night for some reason. We got Boston, a road favorite at Miami. I will take Miami in this one because now Boston's a road favorite. All right. The Dogs won every game in Miami. So the dog won game 3, which was Miami. Then they made Miami finally a favorite in game 4, and Boston won as the road dog. That woke them up. Then they win at home, and now this should be Miami as a home dog taking care of them. I would think it ends 4-2 Miami. Because if Boston's this good, why did they lose game 3? All right, so that's the only basket to look at. Baseball, I don't have information. Well, I probably have to go to the details. So I'm going to go to Yahoo Sports to give me the pitchers and their ERAs. All right, so at 2:20, which is 20 minutes, we got the Reds and the Cubs. Hunter Green for the Reds, 0-4 at the 4.68 against Justin Steele, 6-1, 220. I like the day we hit the suck. And I won that. And I don't think I had anybody else. There wasn't much to choose from. Anyway, so I like the Cubs, but it's at 220, so get that in quick if you're betting it. We got the White Sox in Detroit. The White Sox are pretty bad. Detroit's not much better. Lance Lynn for the White Sox, 3-5 with a 6.28. Joey Wentz, 1-4. I like the over in this game, 8.5 with 2 big pitchers. But what gets you, so Detroit will give up 3 or 4 runs. Then the bullpen comes and shuts them out. So it's very deceiving, up 2 or 3 runs. But in 5 innings, it gets multiplied. So you need the bullpen ERA also. But it's so stupid because these guys pitch. They'll pitch today, they won't pitch tomorrow, and then they'll pitch Sunday. So they can't even pitch back-to-back days in the bullpen. It's fucking ridiculous. Too many babies. This is the problem with baseball. So I like the game over. 8.5. The Dodgers, Tampa. There go the Dodgers again, 31-20. They got Syndergaard on it. He's 1-3 with a 5.88. What's wrong with him? Against the best team in the league, Tampa Bay, Beaks 1-2 with a 4.68. I would say it's an over. LA scores a lot. Tampa, they should hit 5.88 ERA, I guess. Some reason the Dodgers are favored, which, okay. I like the game over 9 there with the based on the ERAs. I don't know if that's accepted yet or not. We're going to see. Texas and Baltimore. We got John Gray for Texas, 4-1 with a 3.02 against Grayson Rodriguez, 2-1 with a 6.21. Baltimore is a very strong team, so I'll take Baltimore at home. Randy has 0-0 with a 0 ERA, so I don't know what that means. I'll lay away from that. I don't know. Has he pitched at all, or has he pitched one inning, or good ERA if it's over 25 innings, but not if he has. 0-0 doesn't mean anything anymore because the guy pitches 5 or 6 innings, and then that's about it. And then who knows what happens after. So no play there. St. Louis, Cleveland. Liberator for St. Louis, 1-0 with a 3.0. Mislead you. St. Louis is favored, so maybe you get Cleveland as a home dog. I don't know. Very tough game. Philly, Atlanta. Taiwan Walker, 3-2 with the 5.79 against Jared Schuster, 1-2 with the 5.49. This reeks of an over under 10. I would go over with it. Atlanta's really good, 31-19. Philly's 500, 23-27. It's too early in the year, really, to get these big trends going. Washington and Kansas City. Patrick Corbin for Washington, 3-5 with a 4.47 against Jordan Lyles, 0-8 with a 7.15. This is the guy we had last time and we bet against, so we'll bet against him again. Washington's just a Corbin, 3 Sox, 15-36. Washington, 21 and so it's too early to really say how good or bad a team is. But, because you could have a bad schedule where you could face a bunch of strong teams, you're 15-36. Or you could face a bunch of pigs and you could be 30-20. So the record doesn't really indicate everything. So I don't know. Probably Washington because Jordan Lyles won, I think, like 0-7 last time. So, again, just keep betting against Lyles. The 49ers and the Packers, into 5 against Freddie Peralta, 5-3 with the 4.15. I don't like it. Too inconsistent here. 2 bad pitchers with 4s. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone. Toronto, Minnesota. Toronto, Kevin Gausman, 2-3 with a 3.14 against Louis Varland of the Vikings, 2-0 with a 4.18 ERA. These teams are identical, 26-25 and 26-24. So it's a dead even game. Gausman's probably the better pitcher, but I'm leaving that alone. The METS, Mets against the Denver Broncos. We got Max Scherzer. There we go. 3-2 with a 4.01. I know he's coming back from injury against Connor Seabold. 1-1 with a foul. Okay, here's our first lock. Take the JETS, Jets. Or the Mets in this case. Here we're going to lock Scherzer against Corey Seabold, who's got a 6 ERA. So look for Scherzer on the shutout here. Hopefully you go 7 or 8 innings. Miami against California. Jesus Luzardo, 3-3 with a 3.83 for Miami. Reed Detmers, 0-3, 4.87 for California. Too inconsistent for me. I can't bet an 0-3 pitcher, and hard to bet a guy named Jesus, so I'm going to let it go. Houston and Oakland. Oh, this should be locks. Hunter Brown for Houston, 4-1 with a 3.20, and James Caperlin 0-4 with an 8.68 ERA. Here's lock number 2. Take Houston. 4-1 with a 3.2. So lock number 1 is the JTS Jets. Lock number 2, take Houston over Oakland. Hunter Brown 4-1 against James Caperlilian 0-4 with an 8.68. So here's another minor league pitcher. We're just betting against the minor league guy. Boston, Arizona. We got Sale for Boston. Used to be on the White Sox. 4-2 with a 5.01 ERA. He's not what he used to be. And then Brandon Pfaadt, Pfaadt, 0-1 with a 7.65 ERA. This has gotten over a game. And the Steelers play Seattle Seahawks. Coach Pete against Mike Tomlin. They're identical, 25-24, 26-24. The Steelers, Mitch Keller, 5-1, 2.44 against Coach Pete's George Kirby, 5-3 with a 2.62. We got an under in the making here. Looks strong, 2 strong ERAs, 2 good pitchers. Should be a low-scoring game. Let's go under with the Pirates Seahawks game. I think Coach Pete's going to run the ball a lot and keep the offense off, keep Pittsburgh's offense on the bench. He's gonna delay. It's unfortunate to do that in baseball. This mechanism of like stalling or let's run the ball so we have time of possession. You can't do it here. So if we recap, Pittsburgh, Seattle under. We take Boston, Arizona over. We lock Houston. Nothing California, Miami. We lock them over Colorado. Toronto, Minnesota, no play. The 49ers Packer game, although it would be a good football game, and too inconsistent here. Washington against Mahomes. I think we take Washington, not a lock, small, because Jordan Lyles is coming in for Mahomes. He's 0-8 with the 7.15 ERA. So he's pretty pathetic. How is he in the major leagues? Okay, at what point does the fucking manager and the fucking GM look at a guy who's 0-8 with a 7 say, let's keep playing him. He's got it. He's got it. It's the same as drafting Richardson, I guess, or CJ Stroud. Oh yeah, he'll pick it. He'll get better in the pros than he was in college. Yeah, because the level of competition in college is much better than the pros. So okay, I'm the manager of Kansas City. I got this pig. He's gone down to wherever our minor league says. I'm going to trade him to the Tigers. This guy ain't playing for me. If I have to play him, he's pitching 1 inning and that's it. And it's going to be, he's not going to pitch the first inning. He's going to pitch the inning when the 7, 8, 9 hitters are up. This is one thing that the managers do not understand concepts. You want to bring in your weaker pitchers against 7, 8, 9, and you want to bring in your aces against 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's depending on who's up is who you bring in. What's the difference? Why do you need to bring the guy in the 9th inning to face 7, 8, 9 when the guy in the inning before faced 3, 4, 5, 6 and he gave up 3 runs? I mean, I don't understand. No. You bring out your guy when you need him. You need the ace against 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whenever that comes up, 7th, 8th, or 9th inning is when you bring your ace out. Not wait till the 9th. There's no reason now. And I would pitch my guys. First of all, I would only have 4 starters, and they would go every 4 days. And then my relievers are going to be Raleigh fingers. I mean, you're pitching every day, fella. You're going to close out the game in the 9th or the 8th whenever the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters are up. That's when you're coming out. I can have Joe Blow pitch the 9th inning against 7, 8, 9 or 8, 9, 1. I don't give a shit about that. But that's how I manage and you're only going on 4 days rest, not 5. And I want my best players playing the most. When I coached my daughter played slow pitch and then fast pitch when she got into 6th grade. And when I had the younger ones, I stacked the lineup. I put, you can hit, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in my daughter's fast pitch, my best hitter batted first, my second best hitter batted second, my big hitter batted cleanup, my daughter batted 6th or 7th. My daughter was cute. She says, Dad, I figured out how to hit. Well, you see the ball, you hit the ball. Like what? She says, I play it like Mario, the Mario game. She says, I kind of see the ball like I'm playing Mario, and then I can hit it. And she was actually hitting the ball, and I'm like, what's the difference between doing that and just seeing the ball come and hitting the ball? Like, why do you need to picture it as a video game? Can't you just see the ball coming in? Isn't that the same? She's, oh my God, this is the problem with, and this is not, recent. This is 10 years ago. So what the fuck? This is how you're thinking in video game form. You can't just think. So I don't know. Anyway, so we're going against Lyles for Kansas. So we're taking Washington, take the Redskins. Corbin's not great, but you're getting a good price. It's only Washington's -1.5, and Lyles is 0-8 with the 7.15. So I got to believe that Washington's good here with that point spread. Philly, Atlanta, we like the game over. St. Louis against Cleveland, we don't really like it. San Diego against the Yanks. We don't know what Randy Vasquez is. He's got a 0 ERA, but he might not have pitched yet. He's got a 0-0 win-loss. Let's see if I can see how many innings he's got. Randy Vasquez, regular season. It says no stats available. So this must be his first start. Game log, yeah. Okay, so this is his first start, so I'm not betting Vasquez. Yeah, so it is 0-0. He hasn't pitched before. So you got to be careful when you see 0, make sure he's active because the 0 ERA looks attractive, except for that's what they start at. Will it be 10 after this game? Texas and Baltimore, we got, we don't really like anybody there. The Dodgers in Tampa, Syndergaard and Beeks, Chicago, Detroit. This is an over 8.5. We got Lynn 6.28 against Wentz 7.45. So I look for a lot of runs. We need 8.5. This is a joke. This is a good over. And the game starting in 5 minutes. Cincinnati, Chicago Cubbies. We like the Cubbies. Steele 6-1 with a 2-2 against Green 0-4, 4.68. So there's your baseball. Good luck on that. Let's go to the NFL. So I'm trying to get some sports in it. I know I've been talking a lot gold and silver and the banks and the Russians and everything. And, it's been important. It's been in the news, and it's very confusing because people don't fucking understand it. And then they give everybody misinformation or disinformation is the flavor of the month. Well, they'll say, well, prices are up. And you know what? That's what's causing the prices to go up is the supply shortage and the chip problem and da-da-da-da-da. It's not inflation. Sorry, fellas. It's a nice try, but you're out of your fucking mind and stop telling people that's what inflation is. Because people think, once they get the chip shortage taken care of, inflation drops. That's why they're saying it, but that's not true. You're printing money. Okay, can Humpty Dumpty put this dollar back again? And I'm sorry, and I'll go right back to the NFL. So I've got this dollar. So what you've done is ripped it apart. How can I put it together? That's what inflation is, right? You're slowly taking the value of this down to this. And now you're saying, oh, wait, now it's going to be okay now. No, no, no. We'll be able to get this back to this. We can, David Blaine and put the dollar back together. No problem. Not a problem at all. And you're looking like, what the fuck are they talking about? This is not, you can only fix inflation with gold. There's no way interest rates really are not really the cure. The idea is you make them so high, people put their money back in the bank. But with all the bank troubles, because of the high interest rates, nobody in their right mind's putting their money back into the banks. So they'll never get the money back in to limit the supply. And they can say, well, they're not printing as much. It doesn't matter. You got $10 trillion out there. 7 trillion of it is by foreigners. China, Russia, Germany, England, Japan, Hong Kong, all these players are taking their money and investing it in the dollar. We're here, everybody here takes their money and buys stocks, maybe a little bit of bonds. But outside of that, what the fuck? We don't see the dollar being a problem. Except for what I tell you. And then I tell you to do this. And you go buy your bonds. This is what I tell you. This is how you get out of it, is by doing this nice, shiny stuff. Just for you, Bobby, I got 10 more. And if you see these, Bobby, it's okay. You can probably, I don't see any problem. It says 999, 5 ounces of silver. I really don't see any problem. It definitely looks silver. If it's fake, well, first of all, my guy wouldn't have it if it's fake. But if it is fake, you can tell it looks a little bit bleached or something looks off on it. But this looks nice and shiny and silvery. So I'll show you a couple of videos that I watched today. This Rickard guy, fucking attorney. Oh no, it's okay to have cash. Wait till you see what I said to him. So we got Andre Hopkins can't make the Arizona team. I'd say he's got a bad attitude. He's got 2 years remaining on his contract, so they must have paid him off, because you can't see, they couldn't find a trade partner because nobody wants to pay his salary because he's got a bad attitude. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 years remaining, so there's probably a big contract that you'd have to pick up. So obviously a bad attitude. Possibly the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. Possibly Seattle with Coach Pete. They really don't need a wide receiver. Eagles don't. Miami doesn't. Houston he came from, and he's going back. He's not going back there. Baltimore, maybe. You can join Lamar and get overthrown every time. But God knows they need reason. Everybody thinks Odell Beckham's so good. What did he do? He made a one-handed catch, which since then I've seen about 200 one-handed catches by college, high school, pro. It's not a big deal. He's got big hands. He caught the ball. Okay. Does that make him a good receiver that he caught a ball with one hand one time 5-6 years ago? Anyway, so of course the Lions radio, we should pick him up. It won't cost anything. Dude, there's 2 years remaining on his contract. I would make sure you don't need this guy. Of course, your wide receiver from Alabama doesn't play because now he's gambling. He did an interview and he said, I never gamble. Oh, so why are you suspended for 6 weeks for gambling? if you never gambled. Then he lies and he says, well, they didn't tell me. That's like them not telling me what I got to do at Harley or Mercedes. They make you go in. I had to watch something on security, phishing and stuff like that on the internet, things to avoid. So if I do something wrong because I didn't follow them, I'm liable. You can't sit there and say they didn't tell me about gambling. I guarantee you, I don't play in the league and I know you can't gamble just from everything that came out. Why would you think gambling's okay? Then why would you lie about it? So the guy's now lying twice. One, I didn't do it, which we know he did. Two, I didn't know I couldn't do it, which he was told that. So if you're told that today's Friday and somebody asks you and you say, oh, I don't know what day it is, and then you say, well, nobody told me it was Friday. Come on, man. You don't know what day it is. You don't know you can't gamble like Paul Hornung in the 60s in Karis, and then all the way up. Everybody knows you can't gamble, which pisses me off that they're in bed with DraftKings and BetMGM. What are you doing? You're telling me there's no gambling allowed in football, and then you're in bed with DraftKings and BetMGM. What the fuck? So I don't know what the NFL, they're out of their fucking minds. But anyway, let's see. Not much to see. Seven ways to retire comfortably with 500,000. All you need is one. The other six all seven they're gonna tell you about aren't gonna last because they'll be in dollars. See, this is the point I'm trying to make with you. 7 ways to retire comfortably with 500K. But the problem is you have this. So this isn't really worth 500K. This is what everybody needs to understand. It might be 500K now. It's going to be zero shortly. 500K times zero is zero, no matter how you slice it. So you must understand that, and then you must go from that.